Well, what happens, because we talked about Chapter 7s before in terms of, hey, listen, just don't have the money, complete discharge, and everything else. And, if you make a certain income, you're presumed that you can't do a Chapter 7, in fact, and you're going to be stuck with the Chapter 13. But you can only do that if you have excess money. So, okay, Chapter 13, I'm making, between my wife and I, we're making a couple $100,000. Have you seen those? Is that what you're talking about in terms of folks living above and beyond?
Well, I don't see incomes that high, but I see debt that high. And it's just a question of people who have overextended themselves on credit cards, or made car purchases where they couldn't really afford to make the payment. Those people have to do something different than a 13. They have to look to liquidate, possibly convert the case to a Chapter 7 and just walk away from some of these items that they don't have the ability to pay. So it really depends on the case, but there's always the ability to convert to Chapter 7 if you would otherwise qualify for a Chapter 7. So in other words, 13 is a good college try in many cases. Sure. And if it doesn't work, you convert to 7.
Can you switch the other way? Say there's this change in my circumstances, and now I would be able to sustain a payment.
You can. It has to be done with court permission, and it has to be an honest change. It can't be because you filed the Chapter 7 and the trustee found an asset that he was going to take, and therefore now you want to do a Chapter 13 to save it. It has to be an honest situation where now you can make the payment, or the trustee's office thinks you have the ability to make the payment, and they would probably convince the court of that. So it's either the 7's going to get thrown out or convert the case to a Chapter 13 and attempt to repay some of your creditors over time.